Hello, intern Ben here with the Midweek check-in. Back in February, we had the Super Bowl, and I was really hoping that maybe the Vikings would make it this year, but they didn't. But it's all right because the Packers didn't either. When the Super Bowl came around, I rooted for the Kansas City Chiefs and felt great when they won, while my friends who supported the Philadelphia Eagles were pretty sad. Now, football is fun, it's competitive and engaging, but everyone knows at the end of the day that it doesn't matter what team you rooted for because everyone is sharing in a love of the game itself. We as humans love to play the us and the them game. And while this is fun in something like sports, it can be deadly when taken to its extremes. We need look no further than examples like Nazi Germany or our own history in the United States, when people have oppressed the other, seen the other as a them. Back in the ancient world, this was also going on. Simon Peter, who had a Jewish background, from our text, we read in our text from Sunday, he has this vision where he's told to eat these once forbidden foods, and he's confused. And then to make things stranger, he gets a knock on his door, and it's from a Roman centurion. Now, for the Jews and early Christians, the Romans, they were the oppressors. They were the enemy. So this was baffling. This was surprising. But to the surprise of all of them, the Holy Spirit would fall on them all, both Jew and Gentile. And the Holy Spirit would sweep through the ancient world. Despite the many differences people had, the Holy Spirit worked through all people who joined in the family of God. Now, in our time today, the Holy Spirit is still at work. It's still moving. And it's challenging us to reassess who really is us and who really is them. It's wanting to break down our walls that we've built, break down our high towers where we stand above others. The Holy Spirit is asking us to join in God's work of redemption for the world, to move away from dehumanizing the other to rehumanizing. And so that might even mean that if you're a Vikings fan, that maybe you should hug a Packers fan. Or if you're a Packers fan, that you should hug a Vikings fan, as crazy as it might sound. The Holy Spirit is bigger than all of our mindsets of us and them, of who's in and who's out. And it's asking us to trust that God's plan for this world is much bigger than we might think.